Welcome Survivor, another nice relaxing day here, and today we're going to look at zombie attracting and zombie repellent blocks and what the heck that means. And we're going to build a base with it, so we're going to make a zombie repellent base. Ooh, should be awesome. Hopefully you enjoy this and take some lessons with you as you're building your base. And maybe you already knew about this, but at least we're going to explore it. But do take a moment to hit that subscribe button and like and make sure you ring that notification bell. But most of all, subscribe. So we see here my nice little base. It has a little pit down there. I've shown this previously, the killer dart pit trap, whatever. Anyway, but I'm not going to show you what I mean. So we have a zombie here, and he happily walks in here. He is, in other words, attracted to... Let me get rid of this one. He is attracted to these blocks, which means he'll walk on them. He thinks that, oh, there's a rabbit up there. That is something to walk on. So that's fairly straightforward. Just like any normal square block, he will walk on these even if they're sort of sloping down, the slippery slope. And there are some other blocks that have some other peculiar behavior. So let's put in this one. This is basically just a normal plate. You might wonder, is it going to attract or is it going to repel? Well, we'll see. So he walks up here and you see he's actually repelled because he feels that, hey, he can't actually walk here. This surface is too small, so he avoids it. It's effectively repelling him, but is it repelling him in all the situations or only in some? Let's try that out. So if we place it like, let's place it like this, does that also repel him, or does he like to walk on it? And unfortunately, he walks on it, so that's a bit unfortunate. What if we put it one down? Put it like this, so it's down one. Does that make any difference? Let's bring in Bo again. He walks down and walks here. He doesn't care at all. So, depending on how you place this block... No. Okay. We don't want to die there ourselves. Okay, of course I'm in God mode, so I wouldn't die, but it's still... And depending on how you place this one, it will either attract or repel the zombie, or, in more technical terms, it will provide a path for the zombie AI to pathfind across. What do we put something like this? A pole. Is pole a good block? No, he doesn't like it either. And of course the pole is fairly small, but what if we put it... Oh, he's coming again. Nice. What if we put it like this? Does he like to walk on it, or is he gonna come here? Oh yeah, he is slowly. Come on, Bo. Come on. Is he gonna walk on it? Is he gonna walk on it? And he isn't. So you see, even if it's like this, and of course it's because he can fall through here, like this, he still decides that, just like the side plate, that it's actually insufficient for him to walk on here, and he basically gets repelled by it. It does not allow him to path across. Let's try some other blocks. Let's have the... No, I should fly more often. Let's take this block, which is still the quarter block. Let's do this. Is he gonna go across, or are you gonna avoid it? And he happily walks straight across it. He doesn't mind at all, which of course is why he dies. What about the pillar? Oh, he happily walks across. He thinks that's a really nice one. But so there's a few different blocks that have different behavior. In general, if it has enough surface area, the zombie decides that it's going to walk on it. Otherwise, it won't. So we do something like this. This is the arrow slit. And let's bring in another... Well, let's do a businessman. Maybe he's better. He walks here, and no, he doesn't think that's a valid block. He basically avoids it. The interesting thing, though, is that if I do this... let's see. Is he going to come across here? Nope. He basically acts the same way, but here he jumps. So if the block is not there, he jumps because he thinks there's a gap here. If the block is there... or this one, he basically decides that he's not even going to be jumping. He's basically going to be totally repelled by it. And you can see the behavior. He walks off to the side. But this is where the fun comes in. Now, if we put it like... see if we can do it like this. Now it's a straight block, right? You can walk over it. It should mean, just like the plate, that the zombie should walk across it, right? no, it doesn't work that way. Let me do Darlene. She will avoid it as well. She doesn't really want to fall down, but she definitely doesn't want to walk here at all. So this one corrupts the pathfinding in some weird way, just like the plates on the side, that it doesn't want to walk there, but it also doesn't make them jump. And this is something we can use and will be using to our advantage. And I'm sure there are other blocks like this, but once you've found one that works like this, you don't really need to go through the rest. Because this one is really nice, because if nothing else, you can actually stand here and shoot down as well. So it's got a lot of function. Oop. If there was nothing here, if there was a gap, the zombies would always jump. But because of these ones, they don't even want to jump. They're totally repelled. So we're going to be using the air slits because they seem to work among the best. So you might be thinking, hey, I can just put in a few blocks around me and the zombies will just avoid it. So let's try that as well. We have here a bunch of blocks that we can put in. Do like this. And they should be avoiding them, right? Let's do a bow. And no, he walks straight across. What? What's happening, you might be wondering. What magic is this? And this is where it's not... Oh, shoot. Oh, yes, I always wanted a stone axe. No. So this is where it's a little bit because of some weird mechanics. So when he walked over here just now, he was actually not pathing across this block, I believe. He was pathing across the block underneath. So he was thinking that, hey, if I go here, yes, I have to go down one, and then I go up one, and then I get to the player. So it's fine. And the fact that this block goes here, I don't think he really cared about. So how do we change that? Well, the first thing is that we need to basically remove the block underneath. So I'm going to dig out here a little bit because you need to make it so that there isn't really any way for him to step here. Because if he can't step anywhere, he will then decide that, oh, I believe that this is not really a good path for him to take. So let's try that again. Now that we've removed it, let's take the zombie farmer and you see, he doesn't even want to jump here. Let's remove him. Let's put him a little bit further back. Oh, you're very good at this. Oh, see, he goes around. Now, if he was like the first one I spawned, he actually doesn't want to path over, but he ended up on it anyway. And that's why he's like, oh, I can't move. I can't move. I have to dig down. So in this case, he wants to avoid it because there's a hole here. And he doesn't really like to walk on the holes. And as we walk around here, we can obviously just let him follow us. And if I'm here, he'll walk there. If I'm here, he'll just go around. Let's see if I do even more of this. I believe I can. Yep, you see, I can sort of shift his attention by moving to the left or to the right, to the left or to the right, because he doesn't really want to go here at all. So that's exactly what we're going to be taking advantage of. We are going to be using a pit with these arrow slits over to avoid him to actually come to us. Oh, you saw here, he ended up on top of it, decided that, hey, only way off is to dig down, and then now it's like, all right, fine. Let me just get off and go around to find the player. Thanks, thank you, Bo, oh, Joe, oh, whoever you are. So what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to take this nice flat ground here. Okay, it's not quite entirely flat. And I'm going to basically fill it with these arrow slits so we can see how the zombies react. And let's see here. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's go down 4 like that. Totally gone. Clear selection. And yes, this is good. And what we're going to do here, I'm also going to put in some steel blocks around here. Okay, all done. We got this nice little area. Let's spawn in just some zombies just to see how they behave. So we have Darlene here, and she does not like it at all. Now, the interesting thing is that she's actually trying to dig down to get down into it. And of course, that's not necessarily what we want. Let's, why don't we try cheerleader? She does the same thing. All right, come on here. Okay, so they always go for digging down because they look like they have nowhere else to go. Oh, that's really interesting. So what if we... Okay, I'm going to do a quick little thing here. like this. Okay, so she feels that, let me bring in a bunch more, that because they want to get down here, they decide that digging is the best way, and that's of course not necessarily what we want. So let me modify this a little bit. Let's see when that makes them change. What if I do like this? Aha! So now they have a path to me, and it's as soon as they don't have a path that they decide that they really want to go and dig. Aha! Alright, so that has moved us a little bit forward in how to deal with this. Actually, okay, now she decided that, oh yeah, here he is. Here he is. Yeah, I know it's not so easy. No. Oh, she jumped there. Okay. So, what have we learned? Don't miss. That's one thing. We've also learned that having a big area like this doesn't really help, because even if they... even if they do avoid stepping on it, eventually they will, and they will try to dig down, because I think they end up here and then like, I'm gonna go down there, and oh, I can't go down there. Now the question is, doesn't matter if I make this deeper. So let me try that. When in doubt, you would imagine that might make a little bit of a difference. Let's close this up. And let's put in Piker here. Nope, same thing. He definitely doesn't want to walk here, but he wants to get down. So we need to have something they will combine this with. It doesn't help to just have like this, because they decide they're just going to dig down because there's no path to the player. All right, okay, that's at least an improvement. We have moved the technology forward. Sorry, now we moved our understanding forward. So, okay, let me try out something different. And when in doubt, well, oh, don't throw your steel sledgehammer. That's not really what we want. Get some bacon. Oh, thank you very much. We're taking a little bit of a break here as we come back to the patron clubhouse, because we're going to add 2 people here. The first one is Hitman, who actually was a patron for a while. I just didn't know what his Discord name was, and apparently he's a Twitch vet as well. So thank you very much, Hitman, for your continued support, and obviously he's been on my streams as well as my bodyguard, which is much appreciated. We also have a returning patron, which is Care for Dundee. If I pronounce that anywhere near correct, who's been a patron before and has come back. He does this amazing 3D printing stuff as well. So thank you very much, both of you and everyone, for the continued support. And with that, we're going to fade back into the main video. So I have replaced this all with regular blocks now, because we're going to try something different. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to give them a path. Unfortunately, we know a way to give zombies a path without actually giving them a path. So we're going to do something like, let me turn this one correctly. Nope, let's do sideways. Looks better. I like this. So this is the path that we know they don't want to take. And let's do that here as well. Let's expand it just a little bit. Let's do this, so it's like this. And then we have the other block like this. Okay, so we know that the zombies doesn't like to go here. Now we need to give them a different place to go as well. So let's use our slippery slope. We know that the zombies want to go on the slippery slope, but they simply fail. It's like fumbling. It's like they're really trying, but no, it doesn't actually work. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in my slippery slope all around. Actually, I shouldn't make it that big. Let's not make it too big. We probably don't need it. Let's do it like this. Since we are just testing this out, we don't need to go huge here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and let's do that. So I'm going to build this up, and I'm going to use both layers. I'm going to have probably 4 high, to come to think of it, because if you only make it 2, it generally works, but you still have the problem with zombies. Let's see if I do it. I could do it like this, If you only make it 2, they can actually run up and over it, and that's exactly what we don't want. So I'm going to build this up. I'm going to slowly make sure that I have a 4 high, because that seems to prevent them the best. And do this and like this. Right, you can see what this is, and my assumption is, and let's try this out, is that they will avoid this one, but they will try to go around here, because can I? Oh no, okay, let's do this. Let's not use the sledgehammer. Yeah, that much better. They're gonna go around because it's the best way for them to get to us. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, perfect. And he should be coming here, and okay, he gets stuck there. But that's, I keep getting this loot bag. I mean, today is like a sledgehammer parts. Can you give me something? Give me some money or something. Right, so obviously we don't want to have it open on the sides here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close it off. I'm going to close everything off so that either they go through here, which they don't like, or they try to go here, which obviously is better. So let me try and do that. All right, friends, we have accomplished it for... Is this slightly lopsided? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, no. It's lopsided. Okay, I'm gonna have to... This is not that I have OCD, which is a much more serious condition, but I mean, we can't have it lopsided like that. So I'm going to have to just very quickly expand it here. I knew something was wrong. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna take this whole thing out as well. I'm gonna put in easy fix, easy fix. Just widening it a little bit. I knew something was wrong. I put in an extra block and it was still lopsided. Okay, much better. This is the way it was intended. It's at least symmetrical, almost. So we now have the arrow slits, which is going to repel the zombie. It's going to disrupt their pathfinding. And because they can't go here, they should be trying to go here, which means that they will fail, because as we've covered previously in the slippery slopes, they can't actually get up. Actually, theoretically, I think they could if they really walked here on the edge. I think if you walk out really on the edge, you can. But zombies don't do that. They don't live on the edge. So I believe if we're inside here, and this is of course just an open area for now, but it would be a good place for the rest of the base, we should be safe. So let's do this. Let's have who should we be having here? Let's have a hello cheerleader radiator, and oh, where's she? Where's she? Where's she? She's trying her best, and she can't get up. Oh, which is exactly what we want. Let's see if we put in even more. So we put in a few different ones. Cheerleader furl, like this. Come on. Oh, and you're all gonna avoid it. So I can happily run in and out here. Ooh. And then I can get back into my base. And the zombies don't. So let's get out of God mode here. Oh, and let's pick up this nice little pistol. So let's say we are standing, on base. We probably should build up something, but you can see they might step on this one, but then go like, no, 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 dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Ugh, this stinks. Let's go somewhere else. And they try to go here, but because these blocks actually attract the pathfinding, they allow them to have pathfinding, but there's no way for them to actually walk up because it's slipping. It's slippery slope. It slides them down. Die. So this works really well. We probably should be really safe here. Potentially, there might be issues with them attacking some of the sides depending on how we stand. Standing up there probably is not the best. What the? She got in. How did she get in? Oh, she probably... That's another thing. They do stack up. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, let's God mode a little bit. They can, if they stack up, actually get up even on 4, as you notice. If they really get up 2 and then another one, and they can actually come up. So if you really want to be sure, you might want to have to go even further up than just 4, even though 4 is normally the highest you actually need for just the normal base. But if the zombies have nowhere to go, which is the case here, they can actually get up on top as well, because they can stack up depending on how many there are. But at least, you see, we have a really safe place here, and it's actually pretty good. We could stand here and just whack them, because the zombies, you see, I'm not in God mode anymore. If I'm standing too close enough, the zombies actually will come back here, and then I can move back. Move back. Oh, no, she doesn't want me anymore. Oh, I hit the wall and she still got knocked down. Okay, that's pretty powerful knockdown. Ooh, maybe it must have been a glancing blow. So you can still stand here and do your melee, which of course is not necessarily the best way of doing it. So, what else could we do? Well, we need some way of killing them. So we're going to expand this just slightly. We're going to do like this. We are going to see, can we give it a normal block here? Okay, all right, ladies, hold on a little bit. So if we want to have a way to kill them, where would we? Well, we could probably do like this. And then we put in some traps like here. And then we build up a little bit here on the side just to avoid them sneaking in here. Let's do that. What else do we want? So we want some, let's do tripwires. Those are always good. We're going to have some fences, electric fences. Those are always also good. And we're going to have some dart traps. Those are also good. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to put in the electric fence here at the... Yeah. You can stand there. There. In front of them, we're going to have the tripwires. Okay. So, and then we're going to have the dart traps in front of that. But let's first make sure we have an engine. 2. A generator. Let's see, like this. And let's put it back here. Put in the engine. Let's refuel it. And then let's connect it. So we're going to connect this one to, let's see, this one. This is the tripwire 1 that goes to tripwire 2. That goes to electric fence 2. That goes across. Nice. Perfect. And then this is probably where we should have opened up here a little bit. We don't want to open up that much though. Sorry, let's close that up. No, we want to get a little bit of access because we're going to put in these ones. Copy, and then we bring here as well. So now that we have, let's see, on that side. Okay, so we want to have one opening here. So from this tripwire, we go to the dart trap go up, and from that dart trap we simply go across, and from that one we go up. So now let's get darts, get a bunch of these ones. Let's see, we put in a little bit there, a little bit there. So we need a little bit of darts obviously to provide some killing punch, and like that, and like that, unlock ammo. So okay, this one is not on, so let's turn it on. I believe. Oh, yep, very deadly, very deadly. So let's see if I then put up my trusted hammer here. Oh, let's get some magnum ammo. Never hurts to have a little bit of it. And let's re-enable the AI. Should they be coming here? Oh, maybe they don't. Come on, will you come here? Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, you do. So when they come up here, they die. And of course, they might not always come up here because obviously they want to get here as well. But if I get close enough, maybe, yep, you can sort of trick them to get up, and we have a way to kill them. Let's get in a bunch more. Let's get in some more of Darlene's here. If I find a good space here, oh yeah, this is a perfect space. I'm taking a little bit of damage, but you know, that's part of the fun. it's near enough that they actually get tricked to think that, hey, that's a good place to go. Let's get some... Not Joe's. We don't like Joe. Let's get her. If I get here, yep. Oh, they all get knocked down. Now, it might be dangerous actually knocking them down because it brings them a little bit forward. I wonder if they go... Nope. They go back. Oh, and I probably should have... let's pretend I have a first aid kit here. Because we don't actually want to die. Like this. Oh, this works pretty well. And once they're there, you can just shoot them. Let's do this one. But once you get close enough, they definitely want to get up here, and that's when they take all the damage. You might take a hit yourself, but you know, it's part of the fun. It's all fair. You know, you don't want to make it too hard on them. They need some practice as well. And oh, that looks very, very uncomfortable. And the rest of the time, okay, headstand. Okay, so I think this works really well. We have a way into our base, as you can see here, that we can just run ourselves. We have a way for the zombies to get in. Actually, we don't. They try to if we're close enough because they want to get to the player. So they feel at least that they can get in here. And the rest of the time, well, you can just kill them. I'll let the traps do it. Oh, come on. Let's get a little bit healed. I need to get some better armor here, I think. Oh, headshot. We'll lure that one over. Yep, come on. So I think this works really well. This, I think, is a solid base idea. Now, obviously, if you're just standing back here, the zombies, especially during a Blood Moon Horde, might, if it's big enough, give you trouble. And of course, we do have to try this against some zombies. So we have 16 concurrent zombies here, and so it's a little bit more than... Oh, with a wandering horde running past. So this is how it works with zombies coming in. They do try... Oh, he actually tries to get in. He doesn't really like it. And I wonder if he's gonna... Yeah, he might be starting to try to dig down because he got too far. So you probably want to have 2 layers of dart traps here because they can get stuck there. Obviously, if they get stuck in the right place here, they'll take damage, but here he doesn't. Okay, but it's something we could manually do just by shooting. Obviously, now I'm just flying around here with a camera, so they're not going to get into the base, but they sort of do try. The rest of them are going to be standing here trying to jump up or trying to do whatever they're doing in order to, well, let's see, we do this, let's do this. It actually gives us a pretty good place to just stand here and shoot the zombies. And I can probably... Yeah, it's pretty good. I can probably lure them in just like I did previously. Oh, inch forward a little bit here. Yep. Oh, the dart traps do so much damage. And so they die. So I think this works really well even during a Blood Moon Horde. You probably want to have some way of killing it. If you're trying to wuss the Horde, this is never going to be the best way to do it because, well, if you just wuss it by standing in here, what's the fun in that? I mean, you're not really doing anything. Let's see if I jump over here. You could stand here and shoot things. That would work as well. But, you know, you have to do something. Just killing them and not having any traps is not really fun. And that's why I wanted to put in these dart traps. So at least there's some way to kill them. Whether you want to do that in a melee way because you're sort of luring them in, or you want to do something else. Oh, but I like doing that. Lure them in a little bit. Let them take a couple of hits from the dart trap, and then you just bash them as they fall in. So, yep, what do you think? So, the basic mechanic is that some blocks, and I think the arrow slit is probably one of the best one, repels the zombies. It doesn't allow them to do any pathing at all. Some of them, like these ones, they actually do want to... Oh, too close. They actually do want to path across, even if they actually can't walk there. Oh, I think he exploded and they broke it up. So that's always a downside when you're just having all these people standing here for too long. You don't want to have them explode. The corner's always a little bit of a weakness. And you could avoid that, you know, maybe in some ways by pushing this one out, but then we can put the traps. So, you know, you have to take that into account. What we also could do is that if we push this one out a couple, so then they wouldn't get to the corners, then we could have sort of a layer of traps out here instead, but they might go for them as well. We're gonna have to think about that. We could do a combination of one of my previous bases where I had a trapped entryway where they would walk, and then they simply couldn't get up because we had the slippery slopes. But anyway, hey, he came in. Nice. Fortunately, he doesn't really do that much damage, and if you're good, you can do some nice headshots. Oh no! All right, this what happens when they destroy the dart trap. Yeah, you definitely need to protect that one better. Oh, this is gonna be death of me. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see how we can improve this one to obviously remove these weak points, because now they're all going here, which is not what I wanted. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.